you right quick. Let me get myself centered. There you go. These two articles that we're going to look at, one's a YouTube video. What's going on with my mouse there? This guy talks about some of the regulations and regulatory bodies that are monitoring the real estate market, CFPB. And don't ask me what that means. It has everything to do with regulation of the interest rates, the loans, and the lending market, which ultimately affects us as homeowners because our prices might come down. Now, this could be one of the tipping points within our card of our house of cards, which is the GDP. It's important for us to understand that because if you don't pay attention to what could hurt us on one specific industry, could be automotive, could be health, could be, I don't know, World War III, could be real estate. One of those little things could tip off a huge domino effect and destroy or ruin or hurt our economy. So it's wise for us to understand what's going on here. Now, this one right here is from Scotsman Guide. Scotsman Guide is a magazine or a media outlet for the lending industry. And they're talking about how investors are slowing home purchase just like everybody else. And they're down. They're down a lot, mostly in Florida and other states that are seeing declines, like in Austin, which is a city, and DC, which is, going through the whole Trump evacuation, exodus thing, and all these other things. But the thing we have to look at is from the investment point, is it hurting us? Not yet. Now, down at the bottom, it says investors purchased 32,000 homes in the fourth quarter, which is down 1.6 from the previous year. And since 2016, investors also snapped up 8,222 condominiums, down 13% from the years before. Now, if you look here, it also says cities seeing the most investor interest out of the fourth quarter were topped by Seattle, San Jose, Oakland, San Francisco, and Detroit. Well, Detroit's an obvious one because you're buying $5,000 homes there. But San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, that's a tri-metro area of the Bay Area. And you're seeing values continue to go up because there's no inventory and investors know how to buy houses there. It's a smart, prudent place. You don't see it. You see Florida, Chicago, Miami, Atlanta, West Palm Beach. That's because they're going through economic decline right now, mostly because of the hurricane insurance that's killing them. And we're having the same problem here in California because of the fire insurance, but it's a little bit different because there's only certain areas that are affected. When it's hurricanes, it can affect the entire town, city, metro area, county, you name it, and the state. The whole state is really getting hurt from this. Now, it's not to say that we're not seeing huge increases in our insurance and our housing insurance. It's nuts right now. That's going to have to change in order for something to settle out. So are we going to go see a crash? It's very possible. We've been going at this for over a decade. I want to say like 18 years now. And we really haven't had a breather or a reset since 2008, 2009, 2010. That was the last downfall of our industry. It's been a long, long time. Okay, 13 years, 14. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We need to see a reset. We need to see something lower our values so that we attract more buyers and make it a more balanced market, because for the longest time, for almost 2 decades, we've had a seller's market, and sellers are being very spoiled about it right now in our area. That said, Cupertino house for sale, which is crazy when you think about it, for $3 and $4 million homes. They're standard homes. They're just regular homes. They're 2,600, 2,100, 3,200 square foot homes, 2,200. These are standard regular homes built in 1935. The This one was built in 1958. So they're real normal, standard, nothing fantastic, but they're still $3 million. And it's only because there's not a lot of inventory right now. Prices are going to continue to go up, even though demand has diminished, it's still pretty steady. And for the amount of houses that we have for sale and the competition we have to buy those homes, we're seeing homes sell at crazy high prices. Now, this one, Jamestown, which is south of 85, closer to Saratoga High School. I try to stay out of this, but let's take a look at it. It's a 6-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,500 square foot house. It's a standard house, $4.3 million. And why is it not selling? Well, probably because it's overpriced. It says it was price decreased, but the original list price, maybe they went up and then came back down. Who knows? But nothing fancy to this house, guys. There's just nothing fancy about it, other than the fact that there's 7, 8 houses or pictures of the front of the house. It's nice looking, but it's staged, so you can't really tell what you're looking at other than it's just a standard home. Now, $4.2 million. Why? Possibly greed. You look at the rest of these houses right now and what's for sale. I'd rather spend $4 million up in the hills away from the freeway. I'd rather spend $4 million on a 5-bedroom house. Let's take a look at this one. Right? There's nothing super fancy about it. Oh, it's a flag lot, and you probably don't get a lot of land. But again, you're closer, you're in the hills. You're in the foothills of Cupertino. And while there's nothing fancy to it, you're still buying a 3,600 square foot house built in 1938. Now, when I say it's 1938, it's probably updated and built on the original time. The original time it was built was probably closer to 1938. Pebble Place, crazy 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,600, $4 million. People are still going to buy those, right? Especially if they're priced right. Now in San Jose, it's a little less price, even though it's a nice area. Everybody likes to go to Willow Glen, but you're not paying $4 million for a home. This guy's been around for a long time. I know it's a new, well, actually that one's rather new. Let's see. I was thinking this one right here, Blew It. Yeah, this one's brand spanking new. So 5-bedroom, 5-bath, built in 2018, probably built by an investor, and then they lived in it for a little bit, and then they're like, I'm out. And it's walking distance to Lincoln Ave, which is what everybody wants, right? Are you willing to spend $4 million in San Jose and pay the Measure E transfer tax? That's completely up to you. Not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent. And then Bay Area luxury homes. Let's take a look at Waverly. We've already looked at Waverly. Tallwood. List price decrease. Let's take a look at this one again. Now, this is a nice picture, a nice first picture. I would have done one of the front of the house, like that right there, to show off that. That's what you want to look at. This is a box brownie. Everything's been lit up, but it's a nice looking house, right? And it's only $24 million, 6 bedrooms, 7 and 2 half baths, 10,000 square foot home built in 2024. So this is purpose built for a billionaire to come and spend their week while buying up companies. There you go. If you're looking at selling your house, drop down this inspection checklist. It'll get you started on all the repairs that you need to get done so that when you do sell your house, you don't have a lot of repairs to be done. And the inspector that comes through won't have a huge list to scare away buyers. So download this thing right now. We'll get to that tomorrow because we're getting on time right now. And here, happy St. Patrick's Day. This is my green. I know it looks blue in the camera, but that's the greenest I'm going to give you. So there's green. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Nothing super crazy happening right now. We're still the tops by over $1 billion in sales volume, and numbers are going crazy. So numbers in contracts so far, yeah, that number is wrong. I got to change the addition there. We have 1,450 homes in contract right now. We've done 1,000 sales this week. That's not right. That is not right at all. We've only done a couple hundred. So I'll work on this a little bit. So there you go. Hopefully my mic is working. I've been having trouble the last week. We'll see what happens. I'm Vito with Abitano. Thanks for watching. We'll see you out there.